Amanda Salvato for MMA Junkie. I'm in New York City with Scott Coker. So today was the Bellator and the DAZN deal again. We did a few weeks ago. Can you clarify what is the deal and what are you looking for the future of Bellator?
You know, let me just rewind it. When I talked to James Rushton originally 3-4 months ago, we started talking. He told me about his concept of having a subscription-based combat sports channel, but also getting into other sports as well, not just combat sports, but starting with combat sports. He wanted to have an MMA platform or MMA programming. He wanted to have boxing. But keep in mind, this is a company that internationally they do NFL, NBA basketball, Major League Baseball. They have license deals with all the big, companies. And eventually they'll get into that programming here. So they're going to build a sports channel, not just a combat sports channel, but he wanted to start off with combat sports. He already had a deal with Mitrione, he told me about, and certain fights, and I thought this is a great opportunity because what he wants is he wants our pay-per-view fights to come onto his platform, which means that we could put our biggest fights, like last year's pay-per-view fight card, for the family to watch it on DAZN. It's only $9.99. And you don't have to pay the $60. So it's a great value, and you get the boxing, and you're going to get other sports, and eventually this company will grow into like a sports channel. So you'll have a big variety of programming. So I really dug his vision, and I talked to Kevin Kay from Paramount. I said, look, I think this is a good opportunity. Their CFO was good friends with Juan here in DAZN, and they put the deal together. And now we can put on the best fights, that would be on pay-per-view, easily be on pay-per-view. If you look at our September 29th launch, Rampage Jackson, Vanderlei Silva, you have, Gegard versus Rory, and the launch of the tournament with Lima versus Koreshkov, and Aaron Pico is going to fight on the card. I mean, it's going to be easily a fight that you'd be paying $60, $70 for. And you can watch it on DAZN for a subscription of $9.99 for the month.
Nice. September 29 will be the first one that DAZN is going to showing.
That's correct. And then when we do the fights in October, we just announced the fight between Matt Mitrione and Ryan Bader. That fight will air on Paramount, but it'll also be simulcast on DAZN. So all the Paramount fights will also run on DAZN as part of their subscription service too.
Also just announced today the tournament for the welterweight Grand Prix. And you said a few names. It's going to be, so this time it will be 10 fighters?
Yes. So I want to hold comment on that because we're going to have another announcement maybe next week.
Okay.
Well, we'll announce all the rules, all the regulations, everything, exactly how it's going to work. But I wanted to give everybody here a preview today, like who's going to be in it. Rory McDonald's going to fight in it. So after he fights Gegard, he's going to move back to 170 and fight in this tournament. MVP's going to fight in it because, a lot of people didn't think he would do it. But he's here, he's doing it. And he's going to be, I think, a great piece of this tournament. Lorenz Larkin's going to be in it. Neiman Gracie's going to be in it. John Fitch is going to be in it. I mean, Koreshkov's going to be in it. Lima, all of our big stars are going to be in this tournament. And honestly, I think we have the best welterweight division in the world right now. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
So is the last fight going to go for the title shot?
That's something we'll announce next week.
Okay.
Yes.
We're waiting.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be fun. It'll be a fun tournament. And believe me, we have so many sponsors and different people that want to have their hands in this tournament because they saw the success of the Heavyweight Grand Prix tournament, which was a big piece of business for Bellator and a big piece of business for Paramount. Ratings have been unbelievable. International distribution has grown because of this heavyweight tournament. The gates have all gone up, I want to say 23% from the year before. And so everybody wants to have their hands in this tournament because they know it's a really hardcore, like that certain fan base is going to love it. And they get to watch it on DAZN.
So is the idea to do the tournament for every division?
You know what? I grew up doing martial arts. I love tournaments, but I think tournaments should happen when you have the 8 fighters that are stars to make it happen. And we have a couple divisions. I think that we can do tournaments, and I think once a year we'll throw a tournament once a year as part of our offering in a different weight class.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.